Paper was like gold in medieval times.
Oh, not tobacco, sugar.
That everything we thought we knew about the world might turn out to be completely wrong.
My name is Christopher, and I am 10 years old. I am one of America's youngest gun safety campaigners. And I got some big names supporting me.
He's pretty extraordinary, I'd say.
From Hollywood actress Julianne Moore to British rap artist Tiny Temper.
Doing a good thing, man. Just make sure you keep going.
Thank you. My oldest brother, Akil, was shot dead 5 years ago. I miss everything about him. Now I'm on a mission to discover why guns are such a big part of American life.
I love guns, and I think that was around 5. I started training on my dad's lap.
Put the guns down, put the guns down. And to find out what I can do to make the streets safer. Did you experience gun violence, or did you see it?
Yeah, I see that a lot, especially where I live.
We can end gun violence. Thank you. Got him. Got him. Okay. Fool him. I won. 33-9.
Christopher. Why are you not ready?
Oh, okay.
You tell me you were about to brush your teeth, Christopher.
Okay, I get dressed.
This kid is unbelievable.
Today is a very big day for me. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be walking across the Brooklyn Bridge, and I'm going to be giving a speech on gun violence. I would like to not worry about who else is going to die. Don't I deserve to grow up? My oldest brother, Akil, was killed in 2012 when he was 15. I want to stop other families going through a tragedy like this. He was going to a graduation party, and then he was walking home with his cousin, and then 4 shots had been fired, and one of them hit on the back of his head. We think a gang shot at Akil and his friends, mistaking them for another gang. He was always a kind and sweet brother to me. He used to always do anything with me. Even if he's tired, he used to take me to the basketball, to play basketball. I miss everything about him. So what I'm gonna do now is put on my brother's bracelet. He gave me this before he died. It's very special to me now. Very happy. Every year, families like mine who've lost someone they love to gun violence walk across the Brooklyn Bridge, demanding the government does more to keep us safe. Famous people like the Oscar-winning actress Julianne Moore support us. She starred in lots of big films, like Hunger Games, Mockingjay. It made me feel exciting, say not one more, put the guns down, because it represents us and Akil and our family. Akil was just one of more than 30,000 people killed by guns in 2012. Around the same number are killed every year in America. And the country's leaders never seem to do anything about it. It's crazy.
It's something that affects us all. It's an issue for everybody in the United States.
But if adults can't sort it out, maybe it's time for us kids to get things done.
I'm marching to end gun violence. We need to protest, and we need to make a difference together.
As the march comes to an end, my big moment is here. I am never nervous. I know I could do it. My whole family know I could do it. So they gave me the confidence to know I could do anything if I put my mind to it. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Every day in America, 93 people die from gun violence. I have sat and watched as the gun lobby has made this about their rights. I say to everyone, what about my rights? Don't I deserve to grow up? Let me hear you say, we can end gun violence. We can end gun violence. We can end gun violence. Thank you.
He's pretty extraordinary, I'd say. He's pretty young to be packing all this eloquence in this one little body, right? The thing that's most impressive to me is that he suffered a tremendous loss and shows up and talks about it in a way that's incredibly moving and makes a difference to me, I'll tell you that. You should be very proud of yourself. Bye. Okay, you were great today. Give me a kiss. Ah!
I think the march went great, and Julian's support for the mothers who lost their children has been amazing. But this is my 4th year doing it, and guns are killing just as many people as before. So I need to figure out what more can I do.
You ready to play?
Yeah, you ready to play?
What's the game?
Game 10. I'm mad about basketball.
Win?
And I'm off to practice with my other brother, Rashawn. You ready to start? Oh. It's the same park Akil used to bring me to. Wow.
Oh my God, what do I do?
I've come up with my first idea about how to get kids to help my campaign. I want to see what Rashawn thinks of it. What I'm planning to do is have 500 postcards, right? And then let kids sign the postcards. And then we're gonna send it to the White House. Send them postcards and postcards and postcards. I hope it will send a strong message to our government that America's kids want more action to stop gun violence. Well, I'm trying to do that.
I think that's a good idea.
Thank you. All right, so what you want to do now? Go play some more basketball?
You willing to lose again?
Yep. All right. In my neighborhood in Brooklyn, there's a mural I like about ending gun violence. And what I see in this picture is effects of people having a gun in their hand, like people dying, just like my brother died. And what I see over here is a kid throwing all the guns away, and he's putting them in the fire so he can burn them so nobody could use a gun, and I really respect that. But there are over 300 million guns in America. That's about as many guns as people. It's because of a law called the Second Amendment. It means every responsible adult has the right to own a gun. So I don't think campaigning to get rid of guns is going to work. To help me find out what else I could do, I'm meeting some local campaigners called USOS. Just like me, many here have been affected by gun violence.
Around when I was 6 or 7 years old, I had a birthday party and unfortunately there was a shootout. I was almost shot.
I was 8 years old at the time, and a person who I know and loved got shot. So after that day, I said, you know, I vowed to stop gun violence on the street.
What message would you want to send on gun violence?
When shootings happen, it's because people don't have nothing to do. So if we had our own center for basketball and for table tennis and for studio time in each neighborhood, maybe it wouldn't happen as much because people will have something to do.
3, 2, 1, action! USOS invite me to see a play that they made up for their campaign to make the local streets safer. It's to warn young people about the dangers of carrying guns.
You was the boy talking all night on Facebook?
Yeah, what happened?
Alright, cause I seen that, and now I'm about to get you.
Basically, the play is a compilation of all of our experiences, and everything is a chain reaction.
What? You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Yo, move.
There's a party where 2 people from different gangs get into altercation.
Move.
You ain't got nothing.
Yo.
Ah! I got hit! Y'all ain't gonna help me?
At the end, the audience gets the chance to take part. rerunning scenes to see if they can prevent the shooting.
From the party scene, do anybody want to come up on the stage so they could change what happened, so they could try to change the scene?
I volunteered because they could have handled the situation very better. What I was trying to do was, I was trying to back them away from the situation because everybody was having a good time. No need to fight or shoot. It was a fun party.
Wait. What's going on over here? I got the toolie in my pocket and he about to get it.
No need to argue. I really liked it because it actually helped me learn from how to handle a situation better.
I'm about to get him.
Nah, no need for that.
What if I go around you?
I don't think you need to do that.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
If they would just listen and be respectful, nobody would have got hurt. Okay, so today I'm very excited because I'm going to a block party and I'm going to have so much fun. But also, I'm launching my new campaign for my brother, Akil Christopher. Yo SOS holds the party every year to highlight the need to make our streets safer. And it's inspiring to find other campaigning kids like Jasir.
Come on up here, my brother, and represent for the youth.
I'm a black brother and I got a dream. My mother always told me I had something to do, and that's to put the guns down, put the guns down, put the guns down, put the guns down.
Did you experience gun violence or did you see it?
Yeah, I see that a lot, especially where I live. Like when I go outside, I see a whole bunch of stuff like drug dealing, guns, fighting, and all that. And that's what makes me try to stop the gun violence by rapping and doing the things I do. Put the guns down, put the guns down. For the past these years, I see mothers losing their child, and it's sad for them to lose their child.
My mom's like, sometimes she cries in her bed, so I try to cheer her up. The next performer, DJ Andy Red, is an anti-bullying campaigner. I can't believe she's only 8, and she's been speaking out since she was 6.
It's a lot of kids would bully me because of my voice, and they kept saying, you sound like a boy and you're a boy, but I'm not. I'm a girl and I have the right to be that.
She performs her own campaign song all over New York.
There you go. No, you won't bully me. No, you won't, because you want to be like me. Stick and stones, do break bones, but words are two and then make you grow.
What tips would you give me if I wanted to get my message out?
I think like any event in your local area, go there. You never know who's gonna be there. My mom always tells me that. No, you won't. No, you won't bully me. No, you won't. No, you won't bully me. No, you won't. Because you think you're better than me. No, you won't. You usually find somebody who wants you for another event, because other people get to hear your message and they'll spread it even more. No, you won't bully me. No, you won't. Because you want to be like me.
Finally, it's my turn.
I am here today because I have started a campaign and I need help from the kids.
So I'm gonna give you this card so you can send it to the White House.
I'll definitely do that because I like what you do.
15, 16, 17. At the back of it, you could put your feelings on gun violence.
Thank you.
46, 47, 48, 40, 50. That's the first 50 kids' messages on their way to the White House. And the Yo SOS has been a big help.
The thing that I learned most is that I gotta get kids more activities to do so you can stay off the streets and stay away from gangs.
Today, I'm a bit nervous. I'm traveling to Philadelphia for my first ever visit to a gun range. I was gonna say it would be an eye-opener, but that's maybe not a good way to put it after what happened to me last night. I was playing basketball with some of my friends. I tried to get the rebound, but somebody's elbow hit my eye and it made my eye get swollen. But it is normal. It happens to basketball players.
You're gonna keep playing?
Yes. I've come to check out a gun education project called Black Guns Matter. It's run by hip-hop artist Maj Toure.
You have the human right to defend yourself, period, point blank. With that right comes a huge responsibility.
The course teaches kids how dangerous different guns can be, but it makes me uncomfortable. Why do you have kids around guns?
Well, for one, a firearm is a tool, and because it's a tool, we want to make sure that people are learning from a very young age that this tool is to be respected. This is not something to play with. This is not something that looks cool for the movies. People's family members are losing their lives because people are misinformed and playing around and thinking it's a video game, like you're gonna shoot at somebody and there's no reset button.
Any kids that want to get a chance to go on the range with their instructors and see what it's like to fire a gun.
A lot of times you'll hear people go, oh, well, totally guns are bad, guns are bad, guns are bad. A butter knife could be bad in the wrong person's hands. Today it's gonna be just a heavy emphasis on safety. Have a space where people understand what not to do with firearms.
Seeing kids firing guns is shocking to me. And in Britain, where guns are much more rare, I can only imagine how disturbing it must look to you.
We're on target, okay?
Shooting a gun is scary. It's a lot of power.
Excellent, good job.
I think I would do it more times. I see why you gotta be prepared to have a gun, or why you gotta be trained.
Good. All the way up in front of you.
We learned how to, the correct way how to hold the gun and shoot it, and we learned the safety rules. I think it was both exciting and a little scary. The noise was scary, but it was fun.
Black Guns Matter also campaigns to stop people thinking every black person with a gun is in a gang. Maj says all American families have the right to protect themselves.
By showing people that every black man or black woman with a firearm is not a thug, a criminal, that does break that stereotype and change that perception.
Some cops, they think black kids just are criminals and stuff. So, if a white cop would think a black kid is about to do something wrong, just the way how they look or the way how they dress or something.
It's a thin line there. There's a small portion of those guys that are doing that.
Good. I'm gonna learn some more.
I'm really glad I've seen the course, but I'm in two minds about kids getting to go on a range. It's good to know the safety and learn how to respect the gun, but it's bad that kids are using a gun because, who have a kid using a gun because a kid could get hurt? I'd rather an adult who is mature enough to use a gun than a kid.
Yeah, got a heart of Bear Grylls. Mind of a bus, need the brand new Supremes, diva like Diana Ross. Blew my first check on.
I get some great news from my campaign. The British artist Tiny Temple wants to support me. Tiny is huge, with a platinum album and 6 UK #1s, and he's always spoken out against gang violence. He video calls me on his way to his concert.
It makes me sad because I think of all the lost souls, that are coming out of council that could have gone on to do so many amazing things, didn't even have the chance to finish school, let alone live their adult life.
One of Tiny's first ever tracks was a campaign song in 2006 to stop gang deaths on London streets. Called Put the Knives and Guns Down, it was a tribute to a talented young soccer player killed in North London.
Well, there was a guy at the time called Kyan who had just been stabbed and he played for Queen's Park Rangers, right? And he was in the under-16s, but he was about to go and do really, really well.
Cayenne was 15, the same age as Akio, when he was stabbed, trying to stop another boy being bullied.
It was just one of the saddest things ever.
I'm campaigning to stop young people falling into gang culture. What is your advice?
What I would say to any young person is, if you don't want to live cliche, stereotypical life with a very inevitable end, then, you know, that isn't really the path that you should go down, because it's very clear what happens.
Thank you for your time.
That's all good, bro. Anytime, man. And well done to you, bro. Doing a good thing, man. Just make sure you keep going.
Thank you.
Tiny has really inspired me. A big part of my campaign will definitely be to stop kids joining gangs. But I'm still not sure what I feel about so many Americans owning guns. I've been invited to meet a family from a very different world to mine. They shoot guns for sport.
As you guys can see, this is my AR-15. This is the one that I custom built. And then this is my newest one. This is my Glock 34 Combat Master, which I think is pretty cool.
Age 12, Cheyenne is one of America's best young shooters.
It's fun, entertaining, interesting. You learn a whole bunch of new things every day that you're shooting a gun. My ambition for my life right now is to win a national title before I'm 18. And I only have a certain amount of time to get that done because I'm almost 13, so.
I think it could be a little bit awkward meeting Cheyenne.
Nice to meet you.
I'm not sure we have a lot in common.
I love guns. I mean, I've been around them since since I can remember. I think that was around 5. I started training on my dad's lap. What's your point of view towards guns?
I don't like guns. Well, I think kids should learn how to use a gun, but not like have a gun in your hand yet.
Okay, I can agree with you somewhat on that, because if the kids don't have the proper training, then I wouldn't want them to have their hand on a gun either, because then it could be dangerous.
Wow.
Like her dad, Cheyenne is a campaigner in favor of guns.
That was like 6 or 7 rounds.
I can open up the page. If everybody that was good in the world could carry a gun with them, then they would have a way to defend themselves, because the bad guys are always going to try and find a way to grab a gun.
I don't agree. I think carrying guns just leads to more violence. But even though Cheyenne and I have lots of different opinions, she has a surprise for me.
I'd like to support your campaign, so I will try everything that I can do while still staying within my beliefs.
You could help, like, kids and adults, even adults, learn how to use a gun properly. And I could teach them, like, the ways how people can get affected from guns.
Right. I think that's a good plan, and I think it would be really, really helpful if we became a team and did that.
What's your number?
I've gotten along way better with Cheyenne than I thought I would, even though we would never agree on everything.
All right, let's go get some water.
I'm so tired. And now I know the 3 most important things for my campaign. First thing, giving kids gun safety education. Second thing, getting money for activities for young people. Third thing, persuading kids to stay away from gangs. The media is surprised that Cheyenne and I are working together.
So
they are so used to adults from our 2 worlds arguing with each other.
Yeah, you guys formed a good friendship here?
Yes.
Yep. We appear on a pro-gun podcast.
We should know how to respect the gun and the rules and the safety.
My man, I am very impressed with what you just said.
And we're also invited onto a BBC radio who interview us in a link up from London.
One of our plans is to go to schools and even communities to talk to them about like gun safety and be safe with a firearm.
Live from ITV Studios in London.
Then I get a call from a TV show in the UK. Presenter Piers Morgan has heard about my campaign and wants to bring me and my mom over to Britain to be on the podium.
Good morning.
I've never traveled outside America before. First passport, first international trip to the UK.
This is incredible. Look at that. London is so different to New York. Look over there.
Could you live here?
Yes, I like it. Wow. I didn't know London had all these stuff. This bridge is big.
Oh, come on. Natasha Christopher.
Natasha. So 1 or 3 seconds. Nice new hair you got today, Suzanne.
I feel good about doing this thing because I'm looking forward to meeting Piers Morgan.
And I'm excited to learn that Cheyenne is going to be joining us, live from America.
Can breathe, don't worry, can breathe.
Well, he may only be 10 years old, but Christopher has become known for his passionate speeches against guns in the United States.
What impact did it have on you? You were only 5 when your big brother was shot and killed.
It led me to becoming an advocate because I was hurt inside, so my mom took my pain and anger and turned it into action because I really miss my brother, so, and
you're here with your mum, Natasha. Hello.
For the first time in quite a while, I get really emotional.
Well, he's done an amazing job in raising this issue around America. As you know, there's another view in America. From their home in North Carolina, we can now speak to Cheyenne. When you hear this young man who lost his brother, where can you come together with him?
It's simply gun safety. They need to know what to do, when to do it, and how to handle a gun appropriately.
Me and Cheyenne started to talk about campaigning, like around states and neighborhoods and communities, to tell them like how guns could affect people and the state.
I managed to recover and get my points across.
Keep up the good work, young man. You're doing a great job.
I was kind of crying because I miss my brother, but I had a great experience on television.
You were brilliant. Let me take your microphone back.
And I got to talk about gun running, something that I'm passionate about.
Great job.
Lovely. Thank you.
You spoke really well.
Thank you.
You should be proud.
It's early days for my gun safety campaign, but I'm really pleased with the impact it's having so far. And I really enjoy getting to know so many inspiring kids, especially 10-year-old anti-gun rapper Yasir, 8-year-old campaigner DJ Annie Reg, and top 12-year-old shooter Cheyenne. Even though me and Cheyenne don't agree on all things, together we're stronger. I think it shows if kids from different backgrounds can work together, we can all make a difference.